Jimmy Kimmel spearheaded a night of politically charged monologues taking the Republican Party to task over gun control. Late-night hosts led with a somber tone during a series of monologues about the mass shooting in Las Vegas in which 59 people died. Fighting back tears, Jimmy Kimmel, who is from Vegas himself, spoke about how unimaginable the tragedy feels and how painful the long-term effects will be. "It is the kind of thing that makes you want to throw up or give up," he said. "It is too much to even process. All these devastated families who now have to live with this pain forever because one person with a violent and insane voice in his head managed to stockpile a collection of high-powered rifles and use them to shoot people." He went on to cover the frustrating discrepancy in how America reacts to a crime of this scale. "When someone with a beard attacks us, we tap phones, we invoke travel bans, we build walls, we take every possible precaution to make sure it don't happen again," he said. "But when an American buys a gun and kills other Americans, then there is nothing we can do about that." Kimmel then spoke about his disappointment with a government that refuses to restrict gun ownership. "I don't know why our so-called leaders continue to allow this to happen, or maybe the better question is why do we let them allow it to happen," he said. Yesterday, the White House press secretary, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, claimed that now is not the time for political debate. Kimmel countered, "Now is the time for political debate." But he claimed that the reason this debate isn't taking place is because the NRA has their balls in a money clip, and that the thoughts and prayers offered by many politicians aren't enough. "They should be praying for God to forgive them for letting the gun lobby run this country," he said. Kimmel then revealed a screen of politicians who voted against more vigilant background checks for those wanting to own guns. "We have a major problem with gun violence in this country, and I guess they don't care," he said. He went on, "It feels like someone has opened a window into hell. What I am talking about tonight isn't about gun control, it is about common sense." On The Late Show, Stephen Colbert started by informing viewers that this wouldn't be a traditional monologue. "Jokes aren't appropriate to address the shock and the grief and the anger we all feel," he said. Advertisement Colbert said he agreed with Trump's assessment of the tragedy as the work of pure evil. "What then are we willing to do to combat pure evil?" he said. "The answer can be nothing. It can't." He continued, "The bar is so low right now that Congress can be heroes by doing literally anything." Colbert then suggested a few possible steps that the government should be taking, such as reinstating an assault weapons ban and bringing in universal background checks. "Doing nothing is cowardice, doing something will take courage," he said. "But you know what? It took courage for those people at the concert last night to help each other as bullets flew. It took courage for the first responders to rush in and do their jobs. It took courage for people in Las Vegas to simply go about their day today." He then spoke directly to Trump. "You do not owe the Republicans anything. You know the Republicans tried to stop you from being president? Well, screw 'em. You want to make America great again, do something the last two presidents have been unable to do. Pass any kind of common-sense gun control legislation that the vast majority of Americans want." On The Daily Show, Trevor Noah also took aim at the belief that it is not the right time to talk about gun control. "If you say after a mass shooting that it isn't the time, then you will never have the conversation in America, because there is a mass shooting almost every single day," he said. "So when is the time?" He then played clips of various pundits unwilling to talk about guns as problematic but focusing on hotel security instead. "We seem to do everything to avoid talking about guns," he said. "I've never been to a country where people are as afraid to speak about guns." He continued, "To the people of Las Vegas, I can give you thoughts and prayers. I can only say that I am sorry. I am sorry that we live in a world where people put a gun before your lives.